Hi, this is Mrs. Slater, and for this video we're going to finish up a little bit of 14.2 and 14.3, a little mix of arithmetic means and geometric means. So off to the right side of your paper, I want you to put a little extra info, and in that I just want to explain what arithmetic mean is, and it's basically the average. You take two numbers and you're going to divide by 2. So we have a plus b over 2. Now if you look at the original, let's say we've got the two numbers being a and b, a, comma, a plus b over 2, comma, b, that's a sequence. So that's what we're going to be doing here is finding all of the arithmetic means between there. So your sequence will look like this, a, and then a whole bunch of numbers in between, and then we're going to make sure that they all match. So this could be any amount. Any amount is what I wanted to put it there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the arithmetic mean of 8 and 16. Now this is just a visual for myself. I like to go ahead and put 3 spaces in there just to see what I'm looking for. And we're going to use the arithmetic term formula, which is a sub n and then a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, so we can see that the first term is 8, so I'm going to plug that in. We can see that the fifth term, because this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth term is 16. So the value is going to go in that spot, and d is the only thing left over. So if we subtract 8, and that would be 4d, and divide by 4, you get the common difference of 2. So then you can take that information and add 2 to get 10. Add to it again to get 12, and then 14, and for the finale. So you'll know if you got it right if that matches. Okay, so go ahead and push pause and try the next one. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to put in our 3 spaces. And this would be the first term, the second term, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. It doesn't always have to be 5 terms. You could have a different variety, and I believe the one in your assignment in class tomorrow will be a little different. Okay, so let's go back to our formula, which is a sub n, a1 plus n minus 1 times d, and plug in some numbers in. So we know the first term is 10. We know the fifth term is 34. And then solve. So we have 24 equals 4d. So then d is going to equal 6. And then we're going to use that common difference to add. So we have 16. And then we have 22. And then 28. So hopefully you got that answer after adding 6 every single time. Okay, now off to the side, let's write a few more notes about geometric mean. So geometric mean is 2 numbers multiplied together in the square root. So different things to look at here are a sequence again. So you have a, and then the square root of a times b, and then b, which again forms a sequence. Any amount can be between there, which you're going to see in these examples. So you can put 3, you can put 1, you could put different numbers here, any amount of numbers, and come up with the sequence. Find out what the pattern is. Okay, so 3, and then I need to find 2 spots in here that are going to give me 24 at the end. So think back to what the formula is for geometric sequences, which is a sub n, a1 times r to the n minus 1. And if you plug in everything you need to know, you already know that this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So I'm going to plug in a 3. My common ratio is what I do not know, but I do know that my fourth term is 24. And after dividing by 3 and doing the exponents and then taking the cube root of both sides, I end up with r equals 2. So if r equals 2, now I'm going to multiply. So 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24. So I've got my 2 geometric means, which is what I was looking for. Okay, go ahead and push pause and try the next one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my line between there to show I'm just finding one geometric mean. And the formula that we're going to need is a sub n, a1 times r to the n minus 1. 5 is my first term. Second term is what I need to find, and then 20 is the third term. So times r to the 3 minus 1, and then 20 is that third term. Divide both sides by 5, and then r to the second gives me a number of 2. So once again, I have a common ratio of 2, so all I have to do is multiply by 2. Multiply by 2, yeah, to get the 10, and then I'm done. Now, a lot of these you can guess and check. I do realize that, but just realize if I have 5 or 6 blanks in between, or 5 or 6 geometric means or arithmetic means, it's going to take a little work. So I just wanted to tell you a formula that you'll be able to use for all of them. And that concludes this lesson. Enjoy the rest of your night. Ta-ta for now.